I was just looking at something and I was like, it's really not that special. But the person who made it loved it so much and was so excited about it. And so I was excited for him, right? And then I thought of what, and his partner was so excited. And so that support they had for one another, encouraging one another, knowing what lights one another up and encouraging that light up is really what we're doing. Because nothing anybody does is really all that special or that unique. We just get excited about it and share in their joy when they're really excited or passionate about it. And hopefully, that actually makes the point that then they were showing me. They took me to like a different dynamic. As soon as I started thinking this, they started to flash me into scenes. And it was people jabbing one another. And I was like, why? Why does it have to be that way? Why can't you be nice? Like, why is that your go-to to jab and poke fun? And some people are just built that way, right? Like, yeah, there's probably a boatload of problems, but they're just never going to look at them or address them. And they like to be that way. They like to be the poker and the prodder and whatnot. And they're usually the environments where things don't grow and thrive. They are the environments where there's doubt and hatred and envy and lower energies all seething about, versus genuine care, genuine nurturing, genuine love. And then they took me to another scene where it's like, well, sometimes that happens, but it's always one-sided. So usually, depending on which side's more dominant, if the one who's the naysayer encourages many others to be naysayers, going against one who's positive, eventually they'll suffocate out the positive. It'll outweigh it. And to me, all of this was just a simple way of seeing and understanding what we talk about. Right? There needs to be that unconditional love for oneself. So you're putting yourself in the right environments to begin with, and then making sure you are nurturing one another. And if you think about it and look around, the relationships, the businesses, the all types of things that do well are usually the ones that there is that nurturing, there is that love, there is that passion, and there is that excitement that is enjoyed by all. Right? Like, you're not just excited and passionate about it, but the person who you spend the most time with is also passionate about it for you, right? Just like you are for them and what their passion projects are. And that flow, that beauty, that bliss can really allow people to thrive. And think of it this way too, because they're pointing out that some people take that and they're like, oh my God, they'll make billions. And it's like, well, yes, maybe. Yet, think about it. If you are lit up and happy and passionate all the time, and people are encouraging that passion and you theirs, and that you're all sustaining one another and encouraging that light up, then you do feel like a billionaire. You're not focused on those things as much because, again, as long as you're sustained, it's not really what's satiating you. And so this all came back to the point of all this stuff we have, all this stuff we buy, all this consuming, all these products, all this stuff. None of it's really anything, right? I mean, even the stuff that I adore is usually stuff that others were passionate about, right? Which I enjoyed in their passion, really. I wanted to support it. I wanted to encourage it. Yeah, it's interesting. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. If you would like to support this channel, you can find more information in the notes below.